Hi guys, so I received a lot of DMs on LinkedIn to explain how I created this app, so I decided to make this video. So this is the URL. I'll leave the link in description. When you open the URL, you will find a demo section. Here I have some demo of what you can build using this app, and later there are some projects. So this in this section, whatever you'll make, the project will be stored locally here. So I've also added about myself a little bit in the project section. So this is my first project, uh, my intro and contact info. So you can do whatever. You can also change text, like you can do I'm Abhishek, etc. So this was the first project. This is second. These are my skill sets. So it's majorly include JavaScript ecosystem. The third is my experience. So yeah, I've done my internship in Des India, and currently I'm at Swifig Technologies. And by the way, it's more than 8 months now. I've crossed 1 year in Swifig Technologies. And last is the inspiration. It was inspired by Bruno Simons. So I'm a huge fan of 3D on web. So this was a project made by him. So I thought of creating something similar that can represent what I do. So I thought of creating this app. Okay, and this is a sample application, sample design that I've created using this app. Nice, isn't it? So what you can do it is you can click here, create new file. This will open up this interface for you. Here are some tools, so you can select any tool. Yeah, so now you can drag this tool anywhere. If you press Control key, it will scale up. If you press Alt, if you press Shift, it will rotate. Let me do it with a square. So first we scaled it and then we rotated it. Okay, so these are basic functionalities. Now you can copy this and paste, make a copy, and create some cool designs. Okay, so here we have two rectangles. You can also store them as group. So now they are a group. Here are the properties. You can modify any of the properties from here. So group element in SVG basically don't have opacity or width for border, but you can edit CSS filters, so you can edit these transform values. So let me show you. I will just add a drop shadow here. So this is the drop shadow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can create designs in a similar way here, and here are all the tools that are provided. Apart from this, you can also add colors, like I've added this color. And now you whenever you want to have fill a color, you can select this from here. And whenever you want to change this color, it will automatically get changed. Yeah, like this. So it basically pretty much helps in theming. And apart from that, I have some gradient added some gradient creator. So let me show you. Add. So we have one gradient, and if we want, we can fill this gradient here. Yeah, so this was the gradient creator. And now we can also have some clip arts. So I've used infinite loading for clip arts. Yeah, so it will go on and on. You can select any clip art and add it in your project. Yeah, so you can add clip art in this way. And in clip art also we have many options, like you can add illustrations. For example, if you want to search for illustration, yeah, you can get many illustration. One second. Okay, so you can add illustrations also. And these gradients are also like they are defined once and used everywhere. So if we change or edit anything in the gradient, like if I make it 50, then it will also be reflected on all the shapes that we have used it in. And so this is basic functionality. And uh, on the right side you can see a lot of properties that we are using. You can modify them from here. You can also rename the shape if you want, like if gradient, I have renamed it to gradient container. We can set opacity, so the border is now pretty much invisible. We can also set border width, so you can see some cool effects. So here are translate properties. These are like pretty much used in translation. Scale, rotate. I think you might know rotate for rotation. Skew is for like uh, transforming it in a weird way. So we have skew properties, and then we have some CSS filters like blur, contrast, etc. I've already shown you drop shadow. This is a cool feature, inset shadow. So yeah, this is insert shadow. It creates a shadow, but the direction is towards inside of the shape. And here are some properties that are specific to the shape. So because this is circle, there was only one properties which was specific to the shape, that was radius. So all these kind of properties will be shown here. And then there are coordinates, x and y coordinates. So coordinates are the places where the shapes are defined, and then you can like use transform to move the shape, or you can also use coordinates to move the shape. But I have just added it. I like don't know much about the difference between transform and coordinates. So you can also add pages, like if here we can add a second page, and we can like give it a name page 2. Size can be 90. Cool. So we can interchange the pages, and the shapes will still be retained on the page. So when we click back, oh sorry, I forgot to save. But you can also save, like if you draw anything and you saved it, save as new doc. And when you go back, it will be shown in the project section. And it's stored locally on IndexedDB. I've not used any server side storage or database for it. There's also a very cool feature that's called import and export as JSON. So, for example, if you have a project and if you want to share it with some other guy, you can export that project as JSON, and then later he can import it in his application. For example, let me show you by doing. We have this file, and we want to share it to someone. So what you can do, it you can export is it as JSON. So here is our JSON file. So these are the base 64 URLs of the images that you have used. So it looks something like this. It's really a huge file. And skills0.json. Okay. And later, if you want, you can import that skills0.json from your downloads, and here you go, you have a new file. So that's one of the features. So I guess you have understood pretty much what it can do, and what its use cases are. It can be used for designing. I basically use it for prototyping my interfaces before coding them, but you can also use for designing logo, greeting cards, etc. You can also use it for creating PowerPoint presentations, uh, because it has multiple pages. You can easily do create some presentations in it, or you can simply like use it for creating some simple drawings or patterns. So it's fun to use. I'll paste the link in description. You can use it. And for more such projects, you can follow me on LinkedIn. I keep I create I have also created projects like Ludo. I'm also thinking of making a video about how I created Ludo, and how I created the like movement algorithm. So that's pretty much it. Thank you. Have a nice day.